Hello YouTube, I'm Music Kev, and this is Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Previously, I was here at Hyrule Castle and had not quite explored the castle to the fullest potential, because there are still obviously enemies in here, and Yuga is lurking somewhere inside. Off camera, just so you know, I picked up a couple items. First of all, I picked up the fire rod. I bought myself some foul fruit, which lets me knock out enemies around me. And I also purchased for myself the bombs and the bow. Notice how they don't have the word rented in front of them. I went and I collected a few of the Mai to get a brand new shiny boomerang that works a little bit better than the old one. I think that was another one of the items that I bought. Basically, I raided Ravio's store and bought everything I could. And then I upgraded a few things that I really like using. One of them is the boomerang. I love how it can kind of stay in place after you throw it. It's just a nice little trick for hitting enemies whenever they step into the path of motion there. So, this is Hyrule Castle. You didn't get to explore it fully the first time you visited, but this time you can actually go outside onto the wall. And I believe that there is a guy with a bomb there. It's just like in Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. The whole castle setup is very similar to that. I'm watching my rupee count too, because once I hit 800 rupees, I can purchase another item. I don't plan on dying anymore, but in the off chance that it does happen, I won't need to repurchase these items from Ravio if I manage to get them. If I manage to get them as owned items, and there's nothing over there. So, anyway, I have also been playing a little bit of Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes for my own enjoyment, and I realized something. I mean, something obvious, but yeah, so I realized something. Ow. I realized something obvious. People aren't playing that game anymore. Which means that the whole teamwork mechanic that they came up with doesn't quite work. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being able to play with people online, they do offer a solo mode, but that solo mode is very, well, for one, it's hard. For two, it's kind of creepy. You use these little, dolls called doppels, and you can switch control of each of them. I mean, when they're sitting still, they can't actually be hurt, but they can fall off cliffs and hurt you. So, being able to manage the items of the three, and being able to manage the control of the three and keeping them all out of trouble is very difficult. Oh, crap, this guy. Classic Zelda or Legend of Zelda villain. Normally you fight this guy sooner, but I guess in this game they wanted to give you some mercy, not putting him until you've entered the castle for the second time. But yeah, so I did a little bit of playing of Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, but I had to do it in one-player mode because I was only managed to be paired with 2 other people once. And note that, you need to be paired with 2 other people. I mean, how hard is it to get an online match going with just one other person, let alone 2? Bugger. It's okay, I have a fairy. So that's the first death. That's not a game over. Look at me, I'm awesome. At any rate. So I played a little bit of that yesterday. And I really was hoping that that would have stunned him when I came out of the wall. Played a little bit of that yesterday, and I don't know. The completionist in me wants to get all of the outfits that are the main mechanic of that game. But That is so darn time consuming. Oh, poop. These are going to come to life, aren't they? I'm very grateful they didn't all come to life at once. Because I'm vastly outnumbered here. If that was the case. Well, hello. I should have expected the rest of them to come to life. But I just didn't think that they would do that to me. Armos statues are one of my least favorite enemies. Just gonna put that out there. Especially since you never quite know what you're gonna get with them. Whether they're gonna be just statues or if they're gonna come to life and try to kill you. And I definitely did not do that. You did not see me fall off that. Your rampage through my kingdom must stop, Yuga. How many more of my people do you intend to take? My little acquisition tour of Hyrule is nearly over, Princess. It really was quite a spree. A sage here, a sage there, and now you're Impa, too. I've already got all 7 sages. What do you plan to do with them? Never you mind, for I have one more painting to make. So please rid your mind of all concern. I do not want your portrait to feature any unsightly worry lines. I wish to preserve you at your very best. I dare say you're a match even for her grace. Confess it, monster. You plan to use our 7 sages to revise Ganon, don't you? Ah, what golden hair you have. Such a bright locks are normally far too sunny for my tastes. But for you, I'll make an exception. You're not even listening to me. I find your protest inelegant, not to mention irrelevant. I wish only to possess your beauty, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, not these ugly words of yours. Oh, you are going to make for a spectacular painting, my dear. So what's Link doing right now? Just standing there? Like, seriously, standing there and watching this happen? Ha ha ha, my lovely masterpiece. How utterly scrumptious. Dare I say, it's my best work ever. That almost sounds like a minor form of Zelda's Lullaby, but maybe I'm just making that up. What's that? You? Didn't I splash you on some wall somewhere? How did you get out? How impudent, emerging, foisting your inferior form upon my eyes? I will not tolerate this. You should have remained nothing but a stain on that wall, but I will be glad to leave you here once and for all. Wahaha! Oh, thanks. I'm glad you brought me some... Oh, okay, hi. We'll let you come to us. Yeah, the boomerang is definitely one of the better weapons as far as crowd control goes. Being able to stun your enemies. Invaluable. So yeah, I was talking about completing Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes and the difficulty of said task. You want to fight? I'll just throw your own bombs back at you. I'm gonna do it. Now you're dead. Yeah, so it's tricky to complete some Legend of Zelda games. Like this one even, I haven't managed to actually complete. There were a lot of Maiamais that went uncaptured. I may reference a guide for this playthrough in order to capture all those Maiamais, because it's just better to at least show off what happens when you get all 100. I did mention that every 10 you get to upgrade a new item. I think in my other playthrough I managed to get 90 of them, which upgrades all of your items. Oh crap. Huh. Let me see if I can deal with these guys. Bugger. I love it when they shoot their own allies. Oh, that works. Okay. They took themselves out for me. But yeah, I don't think I've actually completed any Legend of Zelda games before. I've come pretty close, and obviously I've done enough that I can beat the game. But there is usually a lot of content. I remember with Legend of Zelda, it wasn't Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, the pieces of heart were actually divided into 5 instead of 4, which was more difficult, I believe, than any prior game has been. So, currently I'm out of time, but next time we will resume right here where we left off. I'm Musicev, and this has been Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.